The Starlit Lullaby of the Statue of Liberty. Close your eyes, dear dreamer, and let the worries of the day drift away like waves on a gentle tide. Tonight, we journey to a place where hope stands tall, where the sea whispers tales of freedom, and the stars shine with quiet promise. In the heart of New York Harbor, rising from the waters like a guardian of dreams, stands the Statue of Liberty, her copper-green form glowing softly under the night sky, her torch a beacon of light. She is more than a statue. She is a cradle of stories, a symbol of welcome, a soft lullaby woven from the murmurs of the sea, the hum of the city, and the heartbeat of liberty. As you nestle into the warmth of your bed, let's sail to her island, climb her steps, and listen to her eternal song, carrying you, safe and serene, into the arms of sleep. Picture yourself standing on the deck of a small ferry, the cool night air brushing your face, scented with the briny tang of the sea and the faint, earthy musk of distant shores. The waters of the harbor ripple gently around you, their surface catching the silver glow of a rising moon. The hum of New York City is a soft murmur in the distance, car horns, laughter, the pulse of life, blending with the creak of the ferry's timbers and the rhythmic lapping of waves against the hull. Ahead, through a veil of mist, the Statue of Liberty emerges, her silhouette majestic yet welcoming, her torch raised high, a golden flame against the starry sky. Her robe flows in graceful folds, her crown gleams with 7 spikes, and her presence stills your breath, not with awe, but with peace, as if she's whispering, "Come closer, dear one, rest here." The ferry glides to Liberty Island, and you step onto the shore, your feet finding the cool, smooth path that winds through manicured lawns. The scent of salt air mingles with the sweetness of blooming clover and the crispness of dew-kissed grass. The island is quiet, the bustle of daytime visitors gone, replaced by the soft chirp of crickets and the rustle of leaves in the breeze. As you approach the statue's base, her form looms larger, her copper surface weathered to a soft green patina glowing faintly under the moonlight. The pedestal, carved from sturdy granite, stands firm, its strength grounding you, and you feel your heart slow, your mind ease, as if the statue is wrapping you in her gentle embrace. You touch the pedestal's stone, its surface cool and solid under your fingers, and feel the statue's quiet power, her presence alive with the dream she holds. You begin to climb the steps to the pedestal's terrace, each one steady and worn by the footsteps of countless pilgrims, immigrants, travelers, dreamers like you. The rhythm of your climb is soothing, a quiet cadence that matches your breath. The breeze brushes your face, soft as a sigh, carrying the scent of the harbor, the faint tang of metal warmed by the day's sun, and the distant perfume of city gardens. As you ascend, the harbor unfolds around you, ships gliding silently, their lights twinkling like stars, the Manhattan skyline sparkling in the distance, and the Brooklyn Bridge arching gracefully, a ribbon of light across the water. You feel as if you're climbing not just a statue, but a staircase to hope, each step carrying you closer to peace. You reach the terrace, a wide platform where the breeze sings through the statue's folds, a soft melodic hum that wraps around your heart. The harbor below shimmers, its waters reflecting the moon and the statue's torch, a dance of light and shadow. You lean against a railing, its metal cool and smooth under your hands, and let the view wash over you. The hum of the city is distant now, a gentle murmur of life, and here at the statue's feet all is calm. You find a bench, its stone warmed by the day, and sit, letting your back rest against the pedestal. The statue holds you, her strength steady, her presence as comforting as a mother's hand. You close your eyes, and the sounds of the night weave a lullaby. The breeze's soft whistle, the waves' quiet lapping, the faint cry of a gull soaring over the harbor. Your thoughts begin to soften, like ripples fading on a still tide. The statue begins to whisper her story, not in words, but in images that drift through your mind like clouds across a starlit sky. You imagine her creation in the 1880s when French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi dreamed of a gift to honor freedom. Artisans in Paris hammered copper sheets, their tools clinking softly as they shaped her robes, her torch, her serene face. You see them now, their faces lit by lamplight, their hands steady as they crafted a symbol that would cross the sea. Their hopes echo in the copper, their pride woven into every rivet, and you feel it, a quiet warmth that lulls your heart. You picture her journey across the Atlantic, her pieces packed in crates, arriving in New York to be assembled on Bedloe's Island, a beacon for a nation built on dreams. You see the crowds at her unveiling in 1886, their cheers rising as her torch blazed, a light for all who sought a new beginning.
The breeze carries more tales, soft and fleeting, like waves on the shore. You see immigrants arriving in New York Harbor, their eyes weary yet bright as they glimpse the statue, her torch a promise of hope. A young woman from Ireland, her shawl clutched tight, whispers a prayer as she sees Lady Liberty, her heart full of dreams for a new life. You see families from Italy, Russia, China, their voices mingling as they stand on Ellis Island, the statue watching over them like a guardian. You see poets, their pens capturing her majesty in lines that linger like the scent of salt air. You see children, their laughter bright as they sketch her silhouette in school books, their dreams as vast as the harbor. Each story is a thread, woven into the Statue of Liberty's endless tapestry, and you are part of it now, your breath a new note in her gentle lullaby. You climb higher in your mind's eye, entering the statue's spiral staircase, its iron steps cool and steady under your feet. The air is cooler here, scented with the faint musk of aged metal and the echo of the sea. The staircase winds upward, a gentle spiral that feels like a dance, guiding you toward the crown. The hum of the statue grows deeper, a resonant pulse that vibrates through the copper and into your soul. You pause at a window, its view framing the harbor, the city, the stars, and feel your worries dissolve, your mind drift, like clouds scattering across a twilight sky. The statue is a cradle, her hum a heartbeat, and you are safe within her arms. Higher still, you reach the crown, a small chamber where the world feels vast and the sky endless. The stars are a canopy above, their light weaving a silver blanket over the harbor. The moon bathes the statue in a glow that seems to pulse with life, making her copper skin shimmer like a dream. You lie back in your dream, the metal cool and comforting against your skin, and let the night wrap around you. The air is clean, scented with the salt of the sea and the faint sweetness of distant blossoms, and the statue's hum is a melody, steady and eternal like the heartbeat of freedom itself. You breathe deeply, in, out, out. Each breath blending with the night, each exhale carrying away the last traces of the day. In your mind, the statue's history unfolds like a gentle dream, stretching across centuries. You see her dedication, President Grover Cleveland's voice echoing as he declares her a symbol of friendship between nations. You picture her through time, her torch glowing during the Great Depression, her crown standing firm through wars, her light a beacon during moments of unity and struggle. You see travelers who stood at her feet, activists like Emma Lazarus, whose poem, The New Colossus, gave the statue her voice, artists who painted her silhouette against the sunrise, lovers who carved their initials in nearby trees, their hearts as enduring as her copper. You imagine her in every season. In spring, framed by cherry blossoms. In summer, radiant under a blazing sun. In autumn, softened by golden light. In winter, serene under a veil of snow. You picture the mythical spirits said to guard the statue. A woman of sea and starlight, her robe flowing like the harbor waves, her eyes as deep as the night sky. She is the statue's soul, its keeper, the embodiment of liberty's promise. She stands beside you now, her presence warm and gentle, her footsteps silent on the copper. She points to the harbor, where the statue's reflection glows, and you see it as she does, a monument not of power, but of hope, a promise that freedom endures. She doesn't spook, but her gaze says, "Rest now." The statue stands. You are safe. You feel a wave of calm, your heart slowing, your body sinking into the metal, into the night, into the dream. The breeze carries fragments of other stories, soft as whispers. You see a sailor, home from sea, standing on the island, his eyes tracing the statue's torch as he finds peace again. You see a teacher, her hand holding a child's, telling tales of the statue's light as they share a picnic on the lawn. You see a photographer, her lens capturing the statue's glow at dawn, her heart full of its beauty. You imagine the statue's torch in the eyes of dreamers, its flame a silent witness to their hopes. Each story is a star, each moment a note in the statue's lullaby, and you are woven into its melody, your breath a soft echo of its song. The night deepens, and the statue's whispers grow softer, blending with the rustle of leaves on the island, the gentle splash of the harbor, the faint hum of a ferry crossing the water. The stars lean closer, their light a gentle blanket over you. You imagine the statue as a lighthouse, its torch a guide through the night, its copper arms holding the harbor in a tender embrace. Its heartbeat is the breeze, its breath the hum of the sea, and you are cradled in its light, safe and warm. You see the harbor below, its ripples catching the statue's glow, each one a tiny mirror reflecting your calm. Your thoughts drift like clouds across the New York sky, soft and unhurried. You see yourself climbing the statue in a dream, not alone, but joined by those who came before, immigrants with weathered bags, poets with ink-stained hands, children with dreams as bright as the torch. The statue stretches on, eternal and unchanging, a path that leads not to an end, but to serenity. You feel your eyelids grow heavy, your body sinking deeper into the copper, into the night, into the dream. The breeze hums a final note, a lullaby that says, "Sleep, dear dreamer. The statue will watch over you." You let go, your breath slow and steady, your heart at ease. The Statue of Liberty holds you now, her copper a cradle, her torch a song. You sleep, and the statue sleeps with you, her whispers fading into silence, her starlight guiding you to dreams. Tomorrow, New York will awake. The harbor will sparkle, the city will hum with life, and the statue will stand, as she always has, waiting for the next soul to find her peace. But for now, you rest, wrapped in the quiet magic of the Statue of Liberty, where every fold, every rivet, every breath is a lullaby woven just for you.